Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll talk about SDRs, Tether, and some other Ripple issues in XRP. Follow me, let's go. So the smoke, well-timed accident, or planned unfolding of the impending collapse of Tether says. Recent events support link changes that could have effects on Tether. In the next 6 to 360 days, stablecoin laws and policies are likely to be released. These will likely make regulated solid currencies legal while also threatening unregulated ones like Tether. Tether will be projected if it meets the requirements for openness and reserve, which will be looked at closely in those places. In terms of cybersecurity threats, the U.S. Treasury revealed that China had hacked into U.S. economic services, which showed that financial infrastructure was weak. Because Tether's operations aren't clear, it could drop if there's a cyber attack or a problem with the reserve. These are all connected effects, even though regulatory changes to protect against cyber attacks might seem unrelated. Both are part of larger efforts to keep financial systems safe. A big problem with Tether should make more people want to use regulated choices. Tether is under more and more pressure from regulators and could face cybersecurity risks that could make it less dominant. This could lead to more controlled digital goods. And it talks a little more about how Tether might want to be controlled if they want to. But I believe there might be a problem there. That's how I personally feel, right? For example, if I had $130 billion in stablecoin, I would probably go out to my house to tell people and show them that I have the money to back that up, right? For example, if you have $130, you can't show that there might be value behind it. That's not good. We can't even begin to understand how big that problem is. It's also a black swan event, which means we have no idea what will happen or when the shoe will drop. What I think is going to happen here, guys, is one of these. I do believe that RLUSD will take market share away from Tether because banks will only have to use the best controlled one. I don't care what that guy thinks. I don't think you should either. But I think Tether will have some problems in the future. I don't keep any cash or money in Tether. Every once in a while, I get paid to make films in which I talk about a problem and give my honest view on it. If I get paid in Tether, I move the money right away to USDC term. That's it. Smoke says, you know what we're looking at in 2025? There could be an IPO for Ripple, RLUSD, XRP, or an ETF. Gary Gensler could leave, the SEC case could drop, and XRP could reach all-time highs. So please let me go through this with you for a short time. Since the IPO of Ripple, the stock market has been on a great run. It's one of the best markets in a long time that Trump will take over. I don't know what to tell you if you don't believe that. Well, the stock market and all of that have reached an all-time high. In any case, the job market is at its best right now with some of the highest numbers we've seen in decades. There is no question that the financial system is working well. Therefore, let us hope that he can keep building that economy and do better. I think there is a lot of fear of missing out FOMO and a lot of froth in the stock market. So I'm not sure if Ripple wants to go public at a time when the stock market is probably nearing the end of its bull market. I believe we may have some. You already know that the business will go through hard, tough times depending on what Trump does. So all I want is for him to make the right choices. I hope he's surrounded by smart people, and I think we can keep building on this. I don't think people will IPO though. It looks like they're just going to stay away. They have been doing good buybacks. If you want to go public, you can't be buying back shares, right? I really don't know. Phil USC started really. There's no doubt that will be big. XRP, they might show up in 2025. The day Trump is sworn in, Gary Gensler is already leaving. Ripple case instead of CCC case could be dropped. I think it's likely to happen. I think it's over. I think you should have Ripple give $5 million to Trump's bid for president. Then XRP's market cap past that of ETH. Just remember that it's only a matter of time, guys. It's just normal counter time. If you're talking about the tokenization of value, this solid coin is what you're talking about. So many things are happening in the XRP record right now, and think of how many more things should happen. Let's talk about SDRs, which are well-known drawing rights. All right, so let me cut this short. How many SDRs? I'll just pick this up for you so I can go through this with you, so you understand this a little better. Now, what's the point of an SDR? The IMF introduced the R in 1969 as an extra global reserve asset. During times when currencies were tied to the value of gold and the US dollar and were the main assets held in reserve around the world. Please excuse me. The IMF went against the SDRs by saying that they were worth the same amount of gold as $1. Who actually has SDRs? People in private businesses can't keep SDRs. The IMF holds SDRs for its partners and for itself. Those are the countries that keep these reserves and reserves. I only wanted to give you that background. It means that SDRs could be used in both private and public activities, with a main change in how they work and what they can be used for, making them more useful. HDRs will likely be needed by groups other than the IMF to keep and deal with them, making them an important tool in the changing global economy. Adopting ESDR will fix a number of long-standing problems in the global financial system. It looks like the letter E stands for digital because it sells fairness in international money transfers and lowers the hassle in Forex. This is especially true as digital currencies become more and more popular, especially among banks, getting the company to use its money more efficiently. The most important thing is that the creation of a digital, neutral, fantastic independent foreign currency could level the playing field in international money games. As part of their plan for a more fair and inclusive economic system, the IMS has worked hard to expand and implement ESDRs. This project shows how much they want to promote fairness and balance in the foreign financial system, which is becoming more and more linked. Don't believe what I say or what other people say. Everything is in the proof. So he is emphasizing this very quickly. So if the IMF wants to become the world's central bank, it might need to treat both developed and developing countries the same way while it oversees their financial rules. A huge sovereign global currency could also protect against the risks that come with sovereign currencies and keep the FX balance while also controlling global liquidity. So they're talking to me about a coin being an SDR to make sure everything is fair. Although the value of money goes up and down due to inflation and other issues, there's still something that looks like a real coin. I'm sorry, I spoke too quickly. These could be XRP, a bridge asset, or XLM. They could keep something with a real cost of liquidity on hand to back up all of this. I believe it's chance. Because of this, the SDR's role as a charged currency and a way to agree on things needs to be changed and improved. With the growth of the internet, using blockchain technology as a ball chain has become a way to create a decentralized, very stable, credit-worthy global virtual economy. This can help with SDR problem laws and improving SDR distribution strategies. I have a question for you. For how long have you worked for the IMF? Which company makes cryptocurrencies? Let me help you. It's called Ripple. Ripple IMF is based on the World Economic Forum. Need anything else when they decide to work for a company? They will want to work for one of the biggest and best companies in the virtual asset field. It's no longer going to be AVAX, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be Solana, the meme coin land anymore. We know that Binance will no longer be there. The thing you see is left over here. XRP and XLM. There's no doubt that you have HBAR, sir. These are great options, and I think we might see a basket of them in all of this. This has a little more stuff. A cryptocurrency SDR says that ESDRs may be backed by the value of the group of SDRs that support foreign exchange in the SDR composite ratio. The ESDR could be a good coin. ESDRs will be completely based on blockchain creation, which will give them new uses. Okay, XRP has also been called a stable coin. This is related to the idea that the major banks should work together to set a price for XRP. Now, I think this is just a rumor, but it's been going around the crypto area for a while now. Is there a deal